Hello, this is Sophie. NightShade isn't here for this reading. I just got back from Colorado on a 4-day visit, and she needed to take a night off. She was stayed home to take care of all of the animals, which we have a lot of rescues. So anyway, I thought I would do just a general read and throw in some tidbits of information and show you some decks that I've gotten recently. So let's see. I have already called Spirit this morning, and I won't be doing that again. So let's see what we're looking at on this general read for Sunday, October, what is today? The 6th, I believe. Yes, the 6th. So the sun is in Libra, of course, and the moon, as of right now, is in Capricorn, and it's the first quarter of a waxing moon. So let's see what the cards have to show. What kind of energy is out there for the zodiac signs today? Oh, the Page of Wands. All right. The Page of Wands. Someone's waiting to hear about something. Oh, well, I've got two more here right off the bat. Oh, the Four of Cups. And the Six of Cups. Yes, the Six of Cups. So let's see what we've got here. Wands and 2 cups. So we could be dealing with a wand cards, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Cups are Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. So it looks like you're contemplating, someone is contemplating perhaps taking a trip, a carefree vacation. Autumn is here. You're wanting to just get away for a little while. You're waiting to hear if that's possible. Perhaps your job, if you can take some days off. But it'll be a good time if you do, if you are able to take some time off. Autumn, to me, is always the best time to travel. From the end of September, 1st of October, on through November is always a good time for travel. For me, it's not so hot. I don't deal well with the heat. And not as many people are out traveling unless you go to somewhere like Colorado, which is a winter tourist town. It's full of winter tourist towns. So, which is where I like to go. I love Colorado. It beats the South heat like no get out. I was just there, and the temperatures were wonderful. The sky was blue. It was downright chilly at night and cool during the day. I had no problems whatsoever. The sun was out. The sky was blue. I wanted to show you, before we go any further, some decks that I've gotten recently. I got the Fairy Godmother Oracle deck. If you can see that, they're very pretty cards. They're all in a frame, which makes them, this is the back, which makes them very nice. I'm sure this isn't a new deck, but all of the pictures on here are inside a frame, an antique looking frame, which makes it very nice. They all have it has a lot to me, this just screams fall, this deck of cards, oracle cards. I guess the colors, but they're very, very pretty. I'm not going to show them all to you. I'm sure that you've seen them hundreds of times before, but this is a new deck that I just got this week. And I like it very much. I'll get to know it and use it here in a short time. So that's a very nice deck. I'm very pleased with it. All right, show us what else for this general read. What energies are out there for anyone that this may touch upon? You'll know if it's relating to you. But it looks like you're waiting to hear if you can take a vacation, take some time off, perhaps take your family somewhere with the Six of Cups there. Going on an outing. Looks like some of you are thinking about going camping, which this is a good time to go camping, I would think. All right, let's see. Give me some more cards for this Libra Sun energy. Yes. That's a kitty cat in the background if you hear it. All right. The Six of Coins. Look at that. You're in a good position. You're in a good position that you could take a short vacation. Oh, and look at this. The Seven of Cups. Oh, yes. You're wanting to just go. Looks like that reminds me of Disneyland or Disney World. I've only been to Disneyland. The one in Florida, whichever one that is. But that's what this card reminds me of. Look at all the fun. Look at the rainbow and the castle in the background and all the cups full of your choice of rides or food or just anything that you want can be found there. So it looks like a nice little vacation is in the makings for a few of you out there. Could be anyone, of course, but with so many cups on the table, it could very well be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. You've got a coin there. A pentacle. So, could be a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo also. All right. Yes, you've been working. Here's the Three of Coins. You've been working diligently, nonstop, putting your money away and saving and wanting to have a vacation, a really nice vacation. You chose this time of the year because it is such a good time to be traveling. Not as many people travel because of school and college and work. A lot of people, when they have children, they have to take their vacations during the summertime. So this is a good time to be traveling. And you've saved up for it. You've worked hard all year. You've saved up for the vacation, a holiday away, some rest that you deserve because you've done some hard work this year. All right, let's take a look. Oh, I want to show you this deck right here. This is another Oracle deck that I picked up in Colorado. It's LW Oracle. And these pictures are just stunning. Just stunning. It has a nice booklet. They all do. But this is the back of them. And these are all, they're called female warriors. Where's the book? Here it is. Welcome to the world of female warriors. They all have something to say. They've all been through it all. Genevieve, she who radiates, knowing, ambitious, confident. Look at that picture, would you? Look at that portrait picture. Primavera, she who begins. Lange, actualize, potential. Look at that. These are some beautiful cards. Here is, oh, I like this one, Blanche. She who brings light, serenity, beacon. She's calling you to her. The cards in this deck are just absolutely stunning. Enid. Camilla, she who emerges, enlightenment, mindfulness, rise up. Look at them all. I mean, look at that. That is just a stunning, stunning pic. Makita, she who seeks, observe, perceive, scrutinize. We could all do a little bit more of that. But just look at all these stunning cards. They are just gorgeous. Perpetua. Oh my gosh, look at that card. There are such pretty sadness, solitude, silent withdrawal. She's out there sitting all by herself with nothing but a bird for company. I mean, these cards are just stunning. And I'm still going through them and learning them. But I mean, they are gorgeous. And they all have meanings to them, of course, naturally. But they are really nice cards. I don't think you could go wrong with this deck. The colors in this are just gorgeous. The pictures are gorgeous. I mean, look at her. Wow. All right, let's see what else. So, we've got some people out there, someone out there especially, thinking of taking a holiday, a vacation. They've been working hard and saving up for it. They're waiting to hear now if they're going to be able to take it. Perhaps they're waiting on their job to find out if they can take off. Give us another card for this throw. Spirit, show us where the energy is going to lead this throw. Looks like a happy throw, a good throw so far. It's just the energy that's surrounding us right now. Libra Sun. Libra is known for balance. They like everything just right, just perfect. I am a Libra. We are in the Libra Sun, so it's Libra's time to shine. All right, give us another card. Let us see where this throw is going to go, where the energy in this throw is headed. All right. Some little tidbits of facts that I've picked up on the internet about fall. I'm going to look at my notes if you hear some pages turning because I couldn't remember them all. But I think I knew this. Fall was originally known as harvest because the leaves fall and the fruit falls off the trees and it's harvest time. Fall is known for pumpkins. Everybody loves, well, most people do. I like pumpkin better now than I used to. I love pumpkin pie, cold or warm. Pumpkin pie brings back, it makes you think of tradition, of family. The fall season to me just makes you think of family and tradition and happiness and getting together. And pumpkin pie just tastes good. I mean, with a little Cool Whip on top of it, you can't get much better. Well, apple pies are pretty good too. And apples are very harvest time also. I read somewhere that some scientific study was done at one point that said that babies born in the fall live longer. I don't know that that's true, but and they tend to be taller, a little taller than other signs. I don't know if that's true either. And did you know this? I did not know this. This is a new fact to me. I did not know that fall colors, the colors that the trees turn, that so many people like. We made a trip up to Breckenridge to see the turning of the leaves. And I did not know that leaves hold sugar. And sugar is what makes them turn. Lots of sun and dry weather lends more sugar to leaves, making them brighter. So, all right, the swords. 3 of Swords. It looks like you've got a teenager who doesn't want to go on this trip with you. And, you know, teenagers are that way. They don't always want. This teenager's under the impression that her world's just going to be destroyed if she's forced to go away for a week on vacation with her family. So, but that's nothing new. Kids go through those phases where, you know, when they're little, they rely upon us. As they get older, they get more distant from us. And then there's always that point where they can't tolerate us at all. All right, the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands. You've been having a battle with this teenager. All right, you've been having a battle, perhaps with the spouse too, because you're wanting everyone to go on this trip, and not everyone's wanting to go, and spouse is saying if they don't want to go, don't make them go. So, I don't know, sometimes, I have to say from experience that if a child doesn't want to do something, a teenager doesn't want to do something, really does not want to do it, they're just going to make the trip miserable. I was always happy to leave my kids behind if they didn't want to go. So, but, you know, there were actually very few times that they didn't want to go. All right, the 5 of Coins. Your money situation is good at the moment for this trip that you're wanting to make. You don't have any problems there. I think your only issue is, are you going to be able to get off work before the holidays? Because toward the end of the year, everyone takes off. It's expected. But if you're going to work through the holidays, I really don't see how that could be a problem. You're anticipating getting off. Show us, show the energy here. Show the energy here, Spirit. Show the energy. Is the trip going to take place? Is this person going to be able to get off work? Are they going to be able to talk everyone in the family into going? Give me a confirmation card here, Spirit. Give me a confirmation card. A fall trip, autumn trip, harvest trip. I like the word autumn myself. Anyway, what was I saying? I was saying about falls and tidbits. Oh, this was a very interesting tidbit. Do you know that, and I did not know this. Now, I knew that January is supposedly the month when more heart attacks happen than any other time, because all the holidays are over. Everybody goes back to work. There's nothing to look forward to. That's why some people don't take their Christmas decorations down all through January. They leave them up so that they can come home to the lights and the fire, and, you know, just come home to that feeling of things are still the way they were. But anyway, January is supposed to be the highest suicide rate of all time. But and I did not know this, but it makes sense that the heart attack rate drops in the fall. Strangely, the least number of heart attacks will be on the Monday following the end of daylight savings time. If you think about it, doesn't that make sense? We lose an hour when we spring forward, and that's used to not bother me, but and it doesn't now either. But there was a time in my earlier years before retirement that it was hard for me to adjust to that 1 hour. It took me weeks to adjust to it. But you adjust immediately to gaining that hour back. And I can just see that that would be a good time for most people. All right, the King of Cups. The King of Cups. All right, you have... If you go about it the right way, you can talk everyone into going on this trip with you. I mean, it's family, it's an outing, it's going to be a good time. You're not going to penny pinch money. You're not going to say, no, you can't do this and no, you can't do that. It looks like your children are older, or at least one of them is a teenager. If you have a smaller one. So this teenager can go off on their own for a little while. You know, nowadays everybody has cell phones, so you can keep in touch. All right. The Ten of Wands. And the Five of Cups. You're contemplating. Okay, this, did you drop it? Did you drop the subject altogether for a while? And you're contemplating now how to pick it back up because time is getting near for this trip that you've been planning. So you've started thinking about it again, how to talk everyone in to going on this trip. It looks like that it could be the last family trip that you have together. So you're concentrating, you're thinking, how can I approach this so that I can get everyone on board with my idea? Let me show you another deck of cards that I just got. And I know everyone knows this deck. It's the Deviant Moon Tarot. I think it is just fantastic. I bought this, I believe on Friday I got this. And I'm not going to bother to show it because everyone's seen this 1,000 times. But I'm really looking forward to working with this deck and doing some throws with it and seeing where it leads. I mean, the characters in this, I know a lot of people don't like this deck, but I was drawn to it, so I'm looking forward to using it. And I bought this one here in town, but I did get another deck when I was in Colorado. It's called the Epic Tarot. And the Epic Tarot. Now, I did lose the box. I was sitting out on the patio, saging the cards. And thankfully, I didn't lose any cards. But the box blew away. And before we could get to it, it just kept blowing and blowing and blowing until we didn't know where it went. So, but these are very nice cards. I love the coloring in them. I'm sure everyone has seen them too. But I'm looking forward to learning this deck and throwing cards with it, throwing spreads with it. It's, I mean, look at that. That is the Nine of Spears, Pentacles, however you want to look at it. But these are a little different in the sense that the Queen, the Page, Knight, King, and Queen are animals in this. So I have to get used to that. But I love the darkness of this deck. It is just so pretty. I love and they're a good size. They're not too big for my hands. Not really, so I can throw this deck pretty well without trimming them down. So I'm looking forward to that. So luckily all I lost was the box, and I didn't lose any of the cards, thankfully. I hate that I lost the box, but I've got a tin and a bag to keep it in, so that will work just fine. All right, so you are contemplating on how you are going to be able to work around your family to get everyone on board for this family trip that you want to take. For some of you, it will be the last family trip that you have for some time. But for others, it's just a good time of the year for you to travel, for you to get together. You may not have any kids. You may just be taking off work. You have worked all year and not necessarily saved up, but you've, well, I guess put money aside to add to this trip. Oh, temperance. Hold your temper. Hold your temper. Give everyone a chance to come around to your way of thinking. Don't force it. Do not force your will on anyone else. We have to face it at some time or another. Sometimes our kids just do not want to have anything to do with us. And if that's the case, you're going to be miserable and they're going to be miserable. So, give us some more cards surrounding the energy of this throw, Spirit. Give us some more cards. I admit, to me, this is the best time of year to take a trip. But I'm not a sun person. I do not go to the beach. I do not go sit in the sun. If I go to the park, I've got to have a shady spot to sit. So, all right. Do you know that it takes 36 apples to make a gallon of apple cider? Now, apple cider is very popular during this time of year also. I personally do not drink apple cider. And another tidbit that I ran across, which I thought was interesting, that our sex drives increase during the fall. Because I guess it has a lot to do with the fact that the weather cools off. You get in these cozy sweaters. You want to cuddle up. You want to be with somebody. And so your sex drive, your testosterone, how do you say that? Testosterone levels spike in both male and female. So it makes for maybe that's why a lot of babies are born in, you know, July, August, September. I don't know. Me and all of my brothers were born in September. One brother made it over to October, but my daddy, my oldest brother, the middle brother were all born in September. One brother made it over to October, and my mom was born in July. But I was born in September. Our birthdays are September 1st, 20th, 24th, and 28th. There are 4 of us born in September. So I just had my Libra birthday. So anyway, hold your temper. Do not force this on anyone in your family. It's just going to make you and them miserable. All right. Let's see. I think I got a couple more facts. Oh yeah, apples sell more during this time than any other time because so many baked goods are with apples. Apple pie, apple twitters, I don't know what they're called, apple turnovers. So anyway, there's more apples sold in the fall than any other time. Or so the internet says, but you know, take that with a grain of salt. Who knows? Who knows? All right, show us, is this person going to be able to bring their family around? Give us a confirmation card that all will turn out well in the end. They will make this family trip together. Oh, yes, you will. You will. You got the sun. This is the brightest card in the deck. You've got the sun. So, go about this the right way. Think about what you're going to say. Hold your temper. Hold your temper. Don't get upset with anyone. Let them come around to your way of thinking, and you'll be able to have this trip. I see that you laid off pounding this into everyone for a while, which is good. You dropped the issue completely for a while, but you're ready to pick it back up. So you're thinking about how to bring it up, how to broach the subject again of a family trip. And it's going to be met with hostility by at least one member of the family, but hold your temper. Let them come around on their own, and they will. The sun will come out tomorrow. So, and let me show you my last deck I got. I think it's the last one. Anyway, so this just was published and came out on October 1st, just this week. And this is the Oracle of the Fairies by Karen Kay. When I saw this on Amazon way back before it was published, I put it in my wish list, and I was just waiting for it to be published on October 1, and I ordered it that day. This is the most gorgeous deck of cards. The book, it has a good book. It has a, let's see here, 113-page book. The pictures aren't in color, but you've got the cards right there. There's a good meaning written in here, and the cards have the meaning on the bottoms. So I'm going to go through a few of these. No, go away, Ghost. That is Ghost, who is determined to get up here. This is life energy. The happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. And this might go right along with this throw right here. Ghost, move. Move your tail. Move your tail out of the way. Get in. Thank you. Because who knows? You and this teenager may have some conversations. You could just come to like each other better. I mean, because it's natural. Your kids dislike you. I mean, sometimes it's warranted. Most of the time it's not. That hurts. That hurts. And perhaps you both can talk on this trip. Temptation. Healing. Protect your dreams. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Nature signs. Shine from within. Now, this is pretty. This is a pretty card. Shine from within. Looks are only skin deep. Amen. True beauty shines from within. If it's there. And it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. This makes me think that maybe Mama is planning all of this and Mama and daughter haven't gotten along all that well. And look at this, come together. Oh my goodness, look at that. I'm trying to get it out from the glare, but these are shiny cards, but they're good stock. They're good card stock. Celebration. Inner child. Flourish. Go outside. Now, I like this. This is a pretty card. Go outside. It says it's time to go outside. Tune in to the powerful peace of nature wherever you are and feel at one with your habitat. This is the time of year, September, October, and some of November. I'm in the South, the deep South. It gets hot here. It's still a little bit too hot right now to even go to the park unless it's late in the evening. Divination. Manifestation. She's got her wand. Wait for winter. I don't want to wait for winter. I wish it could stay fall for a long time. Protection. Now, I like this. I pulled this card the other night, and that is just such a pretty card. I wear citrine and tiger's eye, which are protection stones. I'm hoping to get some more of these bracelets. I got them in an occult shop, and they come in all the stones. So I'm hoping to get more of them and wear them all here. Look in a book. Oh, look at that. Look in a book. Stargazing. Friendship. We all need friends. We may not think so. And I don't a lot of times, but there's always that time when someone comes over and you're so glad to see them. It's like, where have you been? Why haven't I seen you? Lost and found. Magical gateway. This is a nice card. You have to be open. This is saying you have to be open. You have to take your courage and you have to step through that door. You have to step through that, step on that path that's going to take you out of your comfort zone and into what it is that you need, that you're looking for. Moon energy. I love the moon. Ask for help. We don't do this enough. Solitude. We don't do this enough, especially if you have a growing family. Journey. Oh, this goes right in with a card throw. Journey. You're going to take a trip. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when it's time. When the time comes, pack your passport now. Oh, that makes me think that this trip is an overseas trip, which would be nice. Hidden depths, wisdom, light. Oh, look at the crown on her head and her wings. My goodness. Tree wisdom. Precious time. Remember, your time is precious. You cannot get it back. Not a second ago from what I said, I cannot get that back. I might change it, but I can't get it back. And what I said is always going to be out there. Inspiration, motivation, abundance. This is such a pretty card. They're all pretty, but some of them just stand out. Hope. Who doesn't have hope? What is it the Bible says? The greatest of these is love. Hope is in there. I've always thought without hope, what have you got? What have you got without hope? Fairy spotting. Maybe you'll spot a fairy on your trip. Wish wisely. Be careful what you wish for. Believe in magic. Always believe in magic. It's always there. It's always around you. Pure intention. Make sure that what you want is for the greater good. Find balance. Music. Moderation. Don't look for moderation while you're on your trip. Enjoy yourself. Purity. Magical blessings. And new beginnings. And this goes along with this throw too, I believe. It could very well be a new beginning for you and your family. You all might get closer. It looks like, you know, you've got a teenager. If this applies to you, take it. If it doesn't, then it's just two people going on a holiday or even one person. But I see this as a family and that have been having those difficult times with a teenager. But on this trip, they're going to come around. They're going to come around. Everyone's going to make the trip. Take this time, perhaps, to do some healing. Talk it out. Talk any issues out. Find out why your teenager is upset and angry all the time, if that's the case. Talk it out. See what you can do to help them, because they are teenagers. They do not have the answers, in spite of the fact that they think they do and they're smarter than we are. They do not. They do not have the experience to have the answers. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little talk and short throw. Someone's in for a good time for a vacation. If you get a chance, take a look at this new article that came out on October 1st. It's brand new. It's by Karen Kay. I really like it very much. I'm sure there'll be some YouTube videos on it very soon. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please give it a like. Please subscribe if you're a mind to. And until the next video, may your moons always be full. Bye-bye.